Well, welcome back again this month, pharmacy aficionados. Welcome back to www.salesystem.com.au. My name's Glenn Guilfoyle and I head up the pharmacy specialist group called The Next Level. And we come to you each month like this, in this shape and form, both written and short video clip, with a topic to do with some aspect of improving your forward pharmacy services model. And this month I'd like to continue on and take you through part 2 of a story that we started last month. And it's actually a topic or a story that rides on the back of a series, an article series that's soon to appear in Retail Pharmacy, in which I had the honour and pleasure of co-authoring with Amanda Cito, Pharmacy Guild member, pharmacy owner in Queensland. And we were writing in terms of seamlessly linking the supply of advice and the supply of a medication. So in the first article of this two-part series, Amanda looked at how a pharmacist can change the conversation with the so-called Mr. She'll-be right, from telling him when to take his tablets and ringing it up at the till, to engaging him in a more meaningful discussion about his health and lifestyle. By relating the symptoms of Mr. She'll-be right's condition to how it affected his ability to do his job, we gained his trust to delve further into what changes he could make to improve the symptoms of his type 2 diabetes. Amanda reminds us that Mr. She'll-be right, not the pharmacist, was in fact the one who made the suggestion of more exercise, putting him in control of the changes he needs to make in regards to his lifestyle. At the end of the first conversation, we invited Mr. She'll-be right back to the pharmacy for a meds check, as his diabetes is poorly controlled, and here we're going to take advantage of this 30-minute private consultation to further encourage him to exercise more, as he really does need to lose some weight. Mr. She'll-be right said last conversation that taking the dog for a walk each night could be a good way for him to exercise, as his wife is always nagging him to do this. However, on his return to the pharmacy, Mr. She'll-be right admits he's only done it twice in the last few weeks. At this point in the story, Amanda hands the baton over to me. So from my point of view, this admission of infrequent exercise is a good confirmation that you are dealing with a condition or set of comorbidities that are intrinsically associated with long-standing poor personal health and care behaviours and mindset. Our patient, Mr. She'll-be right, reiterates that this is a brilliant opportunity to shine and differentiate from what would happen next if he were to go to the vast majority of any pharmacies. Think of it this way. The conversation we role-played in part 1 was focused on providing a more complete solution than what would otherwise be crafted. The key features were the inclusion into the consultation of 5 critical complete solution elements: treating the condition, relieving symptoms of the condition, alleviating side effects of the treatment, preventing the condition or recurrence of the condition, and supporting the patient in regards to the specific condition. Now, Mr. She'll-be right representing the way he has means you have to take the conversation to the next level. You need to help him determine his willingness to change habits and lifestyle. This is a very personal conversation, since you're inviting Mr. She'll-be right to engage with you, even bare his soul about change, one of the most difficult human endeavours. So what are the signals that you should be vigilant for? I suggest don't leap into motivational interviewing mode too early, even if Mr. She'll-be right is a long-standing patient of yours. Earn your trust credits in accordance with those bullet point principles I just mentioned over a series of visits. Intuitively, you will know when motivational interviewing is likely to add value, such as the above mentioned point about lack of exercise, but also if you see signs of poor diet, inadequate blood levels monitoring, and a lack of compliance to taking medication. The behavioural signs to look for in your discourse include ambivalence, procrastination, resistance to change, or your advice. Once you pick up on these cues, you switch conversation mode, switch into motivational interviewing mode, following the guiding principles, and then the mnemonic PACE, P-A-C-E, and pace your way through the motivational interview. I do encourage you to flip from the video now to the written version of this post and actually follow through the conversation, the role-played conversation that we have with Mr. Shelby Wright using these motivational interviewing techniques. I'm sure that it will help you refresh whatever initial training you had on motivational interviewing, and also refresh your thinking about how it may be used in these sorts of conditions and with these sorts of patients where long-standing poor behaviours and poor lifestyle practices are at play. I hope you found this of some use, some thought. Please remember, we're only a phone call away if you should like to continue this discourse in a more one-on-one setting, and I hope it helps you move up to the next level of your forward pharmacy model. Bye for now.